Sup, little souls? It's Reaper here. We're gonna be doing some art. So sit down, relax, and enjoy. And wow, that was a botch. Tells you how much I do art, right? Anywho, I'm not gonna turn on the desktop audio because it's gonna get annoying. But I will switch to the art scene and lower that to a very, very low amount. There you go. Alright. Mainly because I have to alter sounds. I should also do, yeah, I'll do that. Hold on. Actually, that might mean you know what? I'm gonna hop onto Discord, Collab Studio. I'm also listening to a whole different song from my phone, but that's fine. Alright, I'm not entirely sure that link is still a good thing. Sorry about that. Also, I'm gonna refresh this. It's been a while since that one has been active. Okay, so here is my Twitch chat here. Okay, there. Okay. Alright. There we go. Whew. Alright, so this is basically what I started on before I actually sketched this out on my phone. It's a mess. But yeah, I'm just gonna do a whole new layer here. I forget what I was doing last. I was working on his face. It would help if I just did this full times. Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare. There it is. Why was it at 10? I do not know. Usually put it at 3, and that is on my favorite color. I'm gonna swap it over there. Because I don't necessarily like using it. Let's do something like that. And then we're gonna go following that sketch line here. Let's take a look. Not horrible, very shaky. Let's see if I can't clean it up a bit there by just bringing, where's it, that back and smaller increments maybe. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. What the heck? Okay. How in the world? Okay, I keep wanting to do my gaming hand on the keyboard. Clearly that's not the case because it obviously does something. Okay. That's better in terms of, it's more lined up. Where, let's see here. That got shaky. I wish I had a better mouse pad. It would be easier if I could do this on my phone. I was so close. But I like the rest of that line. Most of that line. I'm gonna end up singing at this rate. And someone just messaged me on my phone. Hold on. I didn't mean to build that up. Do not. I don't care if I misspelled something at this point. I'm focused on art, or at least trying to. Alright, I have right here. There we go. And this is just without facial hair. I was just doing a whole bunch of designs here. I was trying to figure out lines and whatnot, but that's obviously not lined up there. Maybe straight here. Oops. See, this is what I'm talking about. ADHD. I was mentioning it earlier in posts and stuff. My ADHD is like bad lately. Like really bad. Okay. And then I'm going to do chin. This chin is going to get covered up later. Because there's gonna be facial hair. I was just mainly rough sketching stuff so that I didn't have to worry about it later. I'm going to, because of the shape of jaw lines and whatnot. You like that? Oh wait, that's right. Connect those to the neck instead. And then the jawline can go like about here. See, I do know how to do anatomy. It's just a matter of me actually remembering to do it. I am restraining myself from singing the song that I want to sing. But yeah, that looks somewhat better. all seems off. Real quick. Yeah, even normal and flipped, it's not right. But I will figure that out eventually, or may not. May end up just being a part of the piece. But from here, I'm going to do another layer, and I'm going to choose like a darker green or something, just to differentiate like where I'm at a little bit. I don't know where that line came from. That's not even going to be a part of it in the end. So we're going to go, actually curve this a little bit. I do not have a very steady hand today. Might be this line here. Yeah, it's gotta be. So if I were to wrap this around, I will be doing a lot of these lines again. So that slowness to fast issue is because my mouse is jolting everywhere from okay, so if I were to do like slightly okay, hold on, I need to see this part here without this real quick, and it's going to take me a moment because I have to erase it for a moment just to see if I were to push that up a little bit. That's not the right layer, but that looks a lot better in terms of like that. I don't know why that smiles on that layer, but alright. I still feel like this is needing to be stick out. I'm not entirely sure how to fix that correctly at the moment, so I'm just going to sit on it until I can figure it out. But yeah, that looks a lot better. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with this. Do I want to do that sort of thing? That looks weird to me. I might just do that with shadowing. Then I can get the snake in the view. The snake. Also, yeah, that the circle there is what I'm doing to like isolate where I want things to look at in terms of like, oh hey, this is gonna be a profile picture for my boyfriend. Might as well check chat real quick. Oops, that's not chat. That was Discord. Nobody's hopped into my Discord or my chat here. I just have a bot at the moment. Yeah, anyways, I need to get back to it. How do I get, okay, over there. There we go. Let's see here. Close enough, I can just do that. I'm still on the wrong line here. I'm not gonna do this perfectly. This is gonna, as much as I would like to, I can't do it on computer. And this is not gonna get done today. I'm already 16 minutes in to the stream, and also most of this arm is gonna get covered by blip. So I have to focus on detailing him, and then I have to work on her. Oh, also, I learned recently, somewhere in the world, my birthday is, Speak Pirate Day. I'm like, okay, now I'm a pirate talking Virgo snake. I'm like, what does that do for me? It sounds confusing. It is confusing to me. In the end, I'm like, at least it's funny. To an extent. It's like, God. Okay, I'm glad I let go there. My mouse was not moving for like a solid few seconds there because I'm not on a mouse pad. I'm on a self-care weekly tracker thing as a mouse pad, and it's been worse than the folder I was using before. And if you're wondering where that folder is, it's currently tucked away in a backpack because I had brought it with me to dog sit for my boyfriend's sister a couple weeks ago, or yeah. Yeah, it would have been about a little over a week ago. Ish. Alright, I'm going to go this way. Okay. Yep. Not too fun to doing that. Alright. Now I need another layer for starters and another color, and I need to do a nope, it was it was shift. Okay, I need to do shift. Okay, and then I know that it's not perfect, but at least it gives me an idea of like, hey, this is to the chin. I actually did it pretty straight there in terms of, oh, hey, there's dimension here. Oh, there's a person here. Alright, now I need another layer and to drag that layer under there. Alright, and I want to do a even darker color. There. But yeah, so you can see that one there is really off, and so is that one, but I think I want to do it a little lower, so I'm going to do a smile here, and that'll give me a workaround here. Nope. Obviously they're not gonna, the collarbone isn't gonna be that wide. I'm just going to correct this a little bit. Sort of deeper there. Maybe I do something like that. Okay, and then maybe just slightly boop. And then slightly a boop. Okay, and then like that. Let me scoop that edge. There's that. And then I do. This is how I end up with custom lines, because this app doesn't have it very well. And then I need a scoop. And I could probably learn how to do these properly, but I can't be bothered. Just practicing getting them in there in the first place is like my goal. Because I don't always do them. And that feels too low. So I'm going to want to erase that and drag it that way. That doesn't feel straight. To tap that, shift, boop, there. That feels better. Alright, and then shoop. And then I can just clean up that line there just a little bit. There. That's not as clean. What is it with this line here? There. It's a little bit better. Okay. That might need to be altered a bit. I also want to do this. And that'll be alright. And then yeah. Boop. That needs to be stretched. So I'm going to transform here and just, that is perspective. There we go. Free transform. Okay, so what I just did is I stretched it. Obviously that's not going to be the correct way. So I have to, once again, I have to choose another color, add another layer, and go through the process again. This time, at least, lines I want to do are a little more easy to do. I want that just slightly lower now, and then brush, and then down, and take off. Just enough at these ends here. It's a little pointed. Let's redo this one here. And that needs to be less sharp. Okay, now let's try I feel like that needs to be a little bit more rounded. That feels a little sharp there, so goodness gracious. Okay, let's try that. A little bit better. There. Cute little blip. Chicken chat here real quick. Hi, yeah, hi. Wow. Okay. Alright, I need to get back to that. Alright, now that is overall a lot better. Probably could lower the placement just a smidge. But with that, I don't have to actually do anything. I just have to lower it. Like that. See, that's a lot better. It's closer to the line. Something just vibrated. That probably was Oh, wait. Nope. I'm trying to schedule time with my boyfriend. I want to maximize the amount of time, but I don't think he's thinking why I said 11th to 14th. I'm gonna be arriving around the time he gets off work and leaving after he leaves for work. But I don't think he's thinking of that. I think he's just too tired to think. But yeah, so from here to here, sort of thing. Alright. Now, it's a lot better, right? I also want to get this. Should I stop being on eraser? Okay, hold on. I liked this, so I don't know why it was on that layer, but I can just go over it real quick. And then boop, and then boop. And yeah, he's tired from work. He apparently thought him coming to me the 11th through the 14th. Oh, and it was the opposite way. Me going to him. But yeah. But yeah, rough sketch to shirtless dude. Shirtless bald dude with glasses. I still need to correct this. Let's see here. Okay, I have it on this layer with the face, but I might be, because I have to redo the lines anyways. I don't think that'd be an issue. Anything else I need to make sure of? No. What I need to make sure of is getting him some clothes on and the marking here. Actually, probably a few more lines here. So I'm adding lines into. Also, I need to line this up better here. don't need it that long though, so I'm going to and there. It's a little bit better. Come on. There. Smooth that out a bit here. There we go. This just doesn't feel like it lined up right. I most certainly go top to bottom a lot better. Okay, yeah, and that didn't actually align first place, so we need to use something like that maybe. No, it needs to merge it. What in the world? Oh, I somehow selected. It still needs to go down further. Maybe don't connect it. I'm not used to drawing men, so I am doing my best. I am checking chat at the moment. I'm so tired, and I'm 30 minutes in. Alright, I took a screenshot of what I'm doing, specifically because I offered it to the crew I kind of just melted into, and I'm having so much fun engaging with lately. That looks a little bit better. Okay. At this point, I might as well just try to add it. So that it can be. Oh, obviously I need to do it longer so that I can actually give out some. That. About like so. That's probably. What, maybe? Maybe. We'll see if it stays. But yeah, it's been a while since I've done art. Like full on art. And every time, so I will tell you this, every time I do something art related, and it's been a long period of time, I can delete that layer now. And that layer. Oops. So that layer, that layer, that layer, then that layer. Okay. Now I need to do the snake. The snake. I'm gonna just choose a completely different color just so that I can mark it out, because this snake is gonna be a completely new thing here. Well, I can't get that line back. That was a nice little nose. Oh, that was too straight. I will have to do that in a smaller line. But if I go here, that looks a lot better. Pretty sure snake's eyes are like right here. Oh, now that's a derpy snake. It's cute. No, I'm gonna have to look up a reference for snake to be able to finish that, but that's still one of my better snakes. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what the end result looks like when finally. Yeah, no, this is what my boyfriend kind of wanted in terms of a snake on him. And so he wanted a tattoo. I'm not entirely sure how he feels about an actual snake, but I figured a snake tattoo around the neck would be cute. Cute and cool at the same time. I really want to try to do something about that head and try to curve it a little bit. But I like the way that the nose shaped a little bit. It actually follows that curve. The rest of the head doesn't. It's like, but that's what I get for having. That's a great drawing skills with my mouse and keyboard. I'm checking chat real quick because we're at 45. Oh, someone's here. Hi, welcome to the stream. How are you? I'm gonna get back in here and continue on and do this here. I'm going to do this. Select a darker color so I can differentiate. I'm going to flip this real quick because my hand does not like doing that sort of thing. I am going to chit chat again. Thank you for chatting. I am so happy someone has come and checked out what I'm doing. I've been sitting here for an hour, near an hour, just wanting to chat with someone. But yeah, I'm gonna bounce back and forth between you and chatting here and this art here. Actually, I want to do it like and then I'm gonna make it a little bit wavy, sort of worn. That. Alright, and then flip back here, and then that looks a little bit alright. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the top of this and just right off the screen. And then I'm gonna correct this for a moment here. There. Go and boop. Yeah. Well, the snake itself that I drew is kind of cute. But yeah, I think I misread that first. Sorry about that. But yeah, I think it's cute. Then again, I was born the year of the snake, and so, and I learned last night that my birthday is somewhere in the world, Talk Like a Pirate Day, and so I was like, so I'm a pirate talking Virgo snake. But yeah, that's kind of thank you. I very much appreciate it, and if you have any tips, I'd at least like to hear them. Whether or not I do them is a whole nother story. But yeah. Okay. That's not connected. Let's just do that for now. Okay. So, at the moment, it's mostly me cleaning up some lines, because if I remove everything down to just that, it's a little messy. This is, I did this on my phone. So yeah. Okay, so let's see if I can find all the right ones again. And then clear out. Flip. Okay. From here, I want to do some corrections on layer 6. And I'm going to go in with a bright pink here, or fuchsia. See if I can't correct this little corner here. It needs to be a little sharper. done what has been done. Yeah. Keep going in and out trying to find like the right angle here. Sorry, I have a sudden tickle in my throat. Not cool. It's not cool at all. But this certainly is much more cool than. Oh my goodness, I need to take that off for a moment so I can actually see what I'm doing. That's still a little too sharp. I've got too sharp and then too dull and maybe if I go this way. And there we go. That is a lot better. Sorry, just checking chat here. Okay. And now we are back to this here. And yeah, this is, I'm just correcting things that I know I needed to correct earlier before I merged things, but I was like, nah, I can live without doing it. Okay, let's try a different part if my hand's not gonna work. I'm currently just doing it on Peter and mouse. It's not fun. I haven't done it properly in years, and that corner. Here is needing a little bit more cleanup. Should have paused somewhere along that. Okay, stopped there. Okay. I really need to just not do lines that long. Maybe there, and then I wish I had a mouse pad at the moment. This would be so much easier. Okay, and then I'm going to do there. And then that was not the right angles. There. Something like that. Difficult to tell how I do sometimes. proper scaling. I need this. If you're having troubles, I can move my mic. My mic is super sensitive, and then I'm mumbling, and then it's like, oh, hi, I'm too quiet, or I'm too loud. KBM. Oh, keyboard and mouse. My word, that took me a moment. Yeah, it definitely is. I have the app on my phone, but I don't have anything to stream from my phone for both Twitch and YouTube. So I had to make a little bit of a sacrifice. There we go. And then, where do I start with this? I feel like I need to flip it. That feels better in terms of the way I need to move. Yeah, keyboard and mouse is not great for precision. Like here, for example, I need to blip some of that line and there. And blip. Blip. Okay. It's a lot better. In terms of those glasses, I can erase those glasses now though. Those glasses can get erased. I erase them slowly because I merged them and I'm like, this isn't right. And it took me seeing it on my laptop to notice the whole thing. I'm like, I could do it later. No, I need to do it now. And then my ADHD makes it so much more difficult. So oh, that is all my alarms. I will finish this off real quick, and I will, first of all, I'll save it, but just in case something happens between now and those alarms. But I also need to start wrapping this up. I'm gonna finish off erasing the glasses, and then I've got to piece out. I got things to do, places to be. I'll have to do this more later, but I remove him. There we go. That's basically what it resulted in so far. But yeah, I need to save again. I'm gonna check you. Drunk Gardic phone sounds fun. But yeah, my keyboard and mouse is a little difficult. I can do it with my finger on my phone, but yeah. I just moved my mic closer because it was behind my head. Because my mic has a tendency to pick up like my knee slaps, and they're like maybe 1.5 feet away. I'm like, my mic has weird sensitivity. Alright, anywho, I'm gonna save real quick. save. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I don't have, doesn't look. Yeah, I'll be doing this, I guess, next Saturday as well, since my original stream plan got thrown out the window when I ran out of membership, or money to do the membership for Wizard 101. So, yeah. You're certainly welcome to come back next week, and I'll probably work on this more. But yeah, I'm gonna work on sending my Twitch somewhere. I have no idea where I'm gonna send my Twitch at the moment, if I can even. Real quickly, just do following. Okay, Byakunyan. Maybe. Yeah, alright. So thank you guys for watching, and Jane. I would like to give thanks to my Patreon supporters. Tier 3 Ultimo Lifeform, and Tier 2 RNG Smiles. If you would like to be up here with these supporters, head to my Patreon, link in the description.